This is Asset of Baskets. Welcome to Crypto Digest. News that matter. For crypto, money and memes. So let's see. For this episode, we're gonna cover what happened of interest this past week. So a lot of interesting stuff about Bitcoin, Google, FTX, maybe crashing, maybe not. X, is it the end of this project? Is it a scam? And Polkadot apparently not being a security, or is it? So let's see. So a lot of people are wondering if the bottom for Bitcoin is already in. A lot of speculation regarding if it's going to drop to the 10k or 14k, 12k. Even some people mentioning below that. So let's see. If you take a look at Twitter, so crypto Twitter, you'll see a lot of traders and crypto influencers, let's say, having their own personal opinion. So Emperor BTC mentions that it can that 14k is unlikely, but he still mentions that the bottom is not in, and probably we will reach new lows in the next coming times. Okay, so let's see. For Michael van de Pope, okay, Michael van de Pope is bullish, right? Okay, so he does relate the dollar with Bitcoin increasing in price. Okay, that does make sense, but let's see. He does predict 30k target for the coming weeks, so he's actually bullish. He's one of the few being bullish, I would say. Mike Alfred, okay, well, he doesn't seem to be very certain as well, but he does seem to accept the idea of Bitcoin going to rather low prices, up to or downwards to 12k. Okay, so Harry is probably the most bearish guy that I found on Twitter. He actually has videos showing some DCA zones for accumulating Bitcoin from 8,500 downwards to 3k, I believe. So he's quite bearish, and he seems to believe that the bottom will only be reached in 2023. Okay. So El Capo of crypto, or Crypto Capo, became quite famous because he had some very good takes in the past few months. He's predicting 14k, so you can see he's predicting a big drop up to downwards to 14k. So he's actually predicting that after the midterm elections, so you know, this week. Let's see. So we have here another guy predicting 14k. Richard Art, which is the leader of the X project, usually says 11k and pray. So let's see. It mentions 11k because it's the 85% drop that Bitcoin did in previous cycles. So he's predicting the same type of drop in this cycle. And finally, Josh A. Levinson, another trader. Okay, he speculates about 12k Bitcoin, but okay, he does mention that he's waiting for a technical confirmation on that end. Another rather popular
forecast. Let's go.
Forecast is from
last downside. What do you think?
From Garrett Soloway, who can you do now?
So first support is 12 to 13,000. I think in the near term we're going to see a little bit of a bounce, then a wave down to 12 to 13, and then I do worry that you're going sub 10 to 8, maybe even worst case scenario 3,500. 3,500, very small percentage, but that would be the equivalent of Amazon.com's collapse in the .com era if it were to equal that.
So as you can see, even Garrett is quite bearish, even accepting the idea that we might go down to 3,500. So it's quite bearish. So let's see. So for this week we do have the midterm elections. So Crypto Capital seems to think that right after the midterm elections we should see a big dump. So let's just wait and see. Also for this week on the 10th of November we have the CPI release. So the forecast is 8.1. So if we do get something higher than that, it should be bullish for the USD. And well, if it's bullish for the USD, it does seem to imply that it's bearish for Bitcoin, and vice versa if we get a lower forecast than what we expect. So this is for the 10th of November. So let's see what happens. Another take regarding the Bitcoin situation is the one from Crypto Capital. So indeed, it did predict it. A small pump between 21k to 21k and a half, and after the midterms, he predicts the mega nuke, so downwards to 14k. So the point being, nobody really knows actually, right? Everybody has his own thoughts, his own thesis based on what he analyzes in the market, and by doing some basic TA, but nobody really knows. So for those of you trading, just be cautious. Okay, so now if we move on to the shit coins. So it seems that we did have some bullish news for Solana. So Google Cloud announced that they will be running a validator. Okay, so this is actually quite bullish for Solana. So you can see that they even announced on their Twitter. So this news, of course, got many people by surprise, and it's very bullish indeed. Yeah, so it's Google vouching for Solana in a way, right? So of course, with this news, we did have a bump in the market, right? So you can see it was announced on the 5th. We did have a bump, but then actually it's already reversed. So, but anyway, for those of you who saw the news in Twitter and were able to cash in some profits, well, good for you. In any case, even though this is bullish news for Solana, I think it's relevant to remember that Solana is probably the blockchain with the most issues in terms of their uptime. Okay, so you can see that we already have outages, and okay, if it's a decentralized system, this should never happen. So do remember that, Google or no Google, this is still valid. And another thing to remember about Solana is that Solana is mostly owned by VCs. I think it's fair to say that, and in this video we do see some of the people backing Solana, millionaires, that they are laughing about dumping Solana into retail and making its price crash. So even though very bullish news, having Google Cloud announced is that they will be running validators, still a lot of things to consider regarding Solana. So again, if you are investing in Solana, or if you're just even trading, still be careful. Now, if we move on to the FTX drama. So Binance was invested in FTX, and recently we had an Alameda report showing that they had some weaknesses, let's say, in their balance sheet. So now Binance decided to liquidate all its FTT position, its FTT tokens, okay? Because they had received a bunch of FTT from FTX regarding the stake that they had in FTX, and now they are decided to sell everything into the market. So this dumping, of course, is causing a lot of troubles for FTX, because this can cause a major crash in their token price, FTT, and this is already making a lot of people in the community wonder if the same thing that happened to Celsius will now happen to FTX, as you can see from this post from Chorus One. And indeed, we do have a crypto couple making his analysis on FTT token, predicting a really major drop. Okay, so if you are a trader and if you like to gamble, maybe you can try to short this, but you know, still be cautious, because this is you know, some major players are involved in this play. So I would recommend some caution. Me personally, I will not be playing into this game, because I don't think it's wise. Okay, and now for the X drama as well. So X, it seems that there are some rumors, at least, that X is being investigated by the SEC. Okay, so it seems that some of the X influencers, they were subpoenaed by the SEC. So as you know, for all the shit coins, there is this always underlying question on whether or not they are a security. So most of the project, most of these cryptocurrencies, they are obvious securities. For X, you can even wonder if it's not an obvious Ponzi. So it seems that they may be under investigation by the SEC. This is not 100% confirmed. In fact, there are some people denying it, and even the founder of X, Richard Hart, they are saying he's insinuating that this is just people trying to troll X, and they should simply ignore it. But it does seem plausible that the SEC could start investigating this project. But at the very least, we need to appreciate the very strong community that X has. They are always defending their project, and then even take the time to make this kind of memes. As if X and these two other projects, Pulse-Chain and PulseX, that are not even live, and maybe they never will. They are the crypto projects that will be that will take you to the promised land, and then stuff like Bitcoin, it's a scam. Okay, sure. At least you can appreciate their strong community. Okay, and so and finally, another interesting subject that happened this week was that the Web3 Foundation announced that Polkadot native token DOT is no longer a security software. And then they mentioned that after 3 years of proactive engagement with the SEC, the Web3 Foundation announced a landmark step towards the achievement of Web3, a decentralized, trustless, serverless internet. Okay, guys, this means absolutely nothing. Okay, so the Web3 Foundation announcing that Polkadot is not a security, it's software. That means nothing. Okay, this would be the same thing as me saying that Ethereum is not a security. It means nothing. It's just my opinion. The only thing that matters is what the SEC thinks, and they have not taken any official position about Polkadot or any other shitcoin. So the only thing that is clear for now is that Bitcoin is not a security, because Gary Gensler said it publicly several times. So this announcement I don't know what exactly did they mean by that, but this means nothing. This means nothing. Okay, so finally, just some memes to conclude this video. Okay, so if you are following the situation in Europe, maybe you can appreciate it. I am European myself, so I can appreciate this one. SBF, the fearless leader of FTX, using the same famous tweet by Dukwon from Terra Luna, deploying more capital, steady lads. So this is so actually really funny, and let's see what happens with FTX. Let's see if they go bankrupt, or well, let's see. Interesting subject to follow indeed. Okay, and finally, I want to conclude with some hope, with some positive vibes. This may be correct, right? 2020, 2021 price rising, interesting. Then 2022 we have probably reached the bottom. Maybe the bottom is 2022. Maybe we'll go lower, but maybe 2023 we start to go up, and 2024 with the next halving we will reach a new all-time high. So let's just hope for that, right? Okay, and finally, just to conclude, so thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe for more stuff about crypto. You can find me on Twitter and you know, the usual social media platforms under Asset of Baskets. I am slowly trying to grow my presence online, so you know, just be patient. And also I'd like to mention this project, Modern Life Kings. So this is basically a dropshipping platform that pays its artists and accepts payments in Bitcoin, either through on-chain or off-chain with the Lightning Network. So this is a project that just started. I am a bit involved in it, so please feel free to check it out. It seems very interesting. You can see some cool merch in it as well. So I thought it was worth mentioning it. So alright, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, and see you next time.